This audiophile market is being flooded with a lot of IEMs in the 100 to $300 price range, and Hidizs has launched the MK12, okay, their latest DD based IEM. They are saying they are using a 91% magnesium alloy diaphragm, and this IEM is priced at $180 with a interesting kind of design. To be precise, you guys can see this shell design is kind of interesting, but to my amusement, these sharp bits are not exactly interfering with the comfort or anything like that, so that is a good thing. I was really concerned about this, so I just had to put that out of the way for ergonomics and that kind of stuff. A uncomfortable IEM can never be a good IEM, to be precise. So with that out of the system, let's talk about the initial impression of this IEM. Now, another thing I was concerned about was the fit. Okay, I was kind of concerned about the fit because I felt that this is a bit on the shallower side. You guys can see it is not exactly a deep or anything like that IEM when it comes to the nozzle depth. So this is decent. I will not say it is bad or anything, but the good thing is that it is comfortable inside the ear. Thanks to these tips, we are getting reasonable stability inside the ear, even though it's a bit on the heavier side. Okay, let me be very clear. These earpieces are not lightweight. They are fairly on the heavier side, but they are fairly stable inside the ear. No issues with that. Yes. This cable guides can exert slight bit of pressure on the ears because of the weight of these earpieces, but it's nothing bothering. I was not bothered, but if you like lightweight IEMs, this might be slightly uncomfortable there. In any case, no issues with the size or anything like that. It is fairly voluminous, you guys can see, but no issues with the size either. But if you have a very small ear cavity, you might struggle with the fit a bit, maybe, possibly. Okay, I'm not saying you will, but it's a possibility. In any case, if we move on to the tuning nozzle, okay, these tuning nozzles are kind of interesting. I have the rose gold one installed. These are offering very good highs. Okay, these are supposed to enhance the highs, and yes, they are offering bigger treble stage, more energy, a bit more air between instruments, slightly better extension, a bit more energy in the upper treble region too, and tightening the bass a bit. Okay, might be a balancing thing here, because with the extra bit of treble energy and clarity, it is kind of tightening the bass a bit. If we talk about the other two, there's this silver nozzles are the more balanced ones, but I kind of felt that with this the bass is a bit loose. Okay, a bit loose, and I was not looking for that looseness at this point of time. I will definitely burn it in for around 120 150 hours, because the last time when I was burning in a stubborn kind of IM like the caffeine Quatio, which kind of opened up after 120 hours, I'm burning that in still. So you guys can imagine, some of these IEMs are kind of stubborn and they respond very late to burn-ins. In any case, these silver nozzles, as I was saying, are slightly bloated, slightly mid-bass bloated. So I was not very happy with that. Treble was reasonable, but it was not as airy as the rose gold one. Okay, if we move on to the red filters, they are the bassy filters. Okay, they exaggerate a bit more bass and lack cleanliness or control. Okay, and the treble are a bit more muted, but it's okay. If you like bassy signature, you might like the red filter. With that out of the system, we are moving on to the sound quality. Okay, sound impression. So what do I think of this beautiful looking IEM when it comes to sound quality? Let me make one thing clear. Okay, this is, at this point of time, is an excellent IEM if you are looking for an IEM for pop, rap, jazz and hip hop. Okay, where there aren't a lot of instruments in the background. This IEM does exceptionally well, to be precise. I'm loving the way it is rendering the vocals and individual instruments. Okay, let me emphasize on that. Individual instruments on this IEMs are very good, and in a less busier track it is rendering the whole imaging and staging beautifully. But when it gets busy, like rock metal or death metal, okay, or a busy track in any genre, it kind of gets slightly muffled. Okay, so I think these drivers are asking for a lot of burn in here. I will burn it in, I will settle it down, and then I will review this. But at this point of time, these are slightly stubborn IEMs that are not exactly willing to exhibit their control. I do expect plenty of control from this, but at this point of time, these are just great with the staging and imaging, with slow paced, slightly less busy tracks. But with busier tracks, it is kind of muffled up. They kind of interfere with each other. So the clarity at the body of the notes, okay, is not exactly great, but it is very good, very good when there is a less amount of instrument in the background. If we talk about the bass, okay, let's start with the breakdown of the sound signature. Okay, if we start talking about the bass, it is a bit on the looser side. Okay, I'm not exactly going to call it very tight or controlled or anything like that, because it is not exactly controlled at this point of time, and can sound slightly loose, slightly bloated with any of the filters. Even though I'm using the rose gold filter, it definitely reduces the bloat, but yes, the control is still not there. Okay, I was expecting a bit more control, but that's not exactly available with any of the filters. But we are getting reasonable dynamics, reasonable layered delivery, and the area of impact is variable, as I was saying. If you can use these filters for more area of impact and more slam body, okay, the body of the note could be heavier and lighter with the filters. With the rose gold filters, it is a bit on the lighter side, but as I was already saying, the decay, or you can say the control, is not exactly great. Okay, if we move on to the mid range, that is where this IEM is very good. No issues with male or female vocals. Yes, it is slightly V-shaped, but no issues. No issues with note height or tonality or timbre. So very good. I like tracks that have slightly thicker vocals. Okay, they sound very emotional. It has the emotional or cohesive feeling to it. It sounds very natural, and the timbre is very comfortable, to be precise. If we talk about the instrumental clarity, it has no issues. Okay, its imaging is very good, to be precise. It has very good background and foreground separation. It has very good background and foreground contrast. Okay, I like the way it has a bit of subtlety with the background instruments, and a bit more upfront or forward kind of feeling with the foreground instruments. It has very good imaging and staging with both mid-range instruments and treble instruments. And treble is very good in general. Treble is very good with this one. Doesn't matter which filter you are using, it kind of offers very good treble clarity. No issues with agility or anything. It has good separation, good air between instruments. Cue placements are very good layering and separation too. And at this point of time, this has the potential, but will it open up, will it offer the kind of control I am expecting from this IEM? We will see. So this is the initial impression of Hidizs MK12. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Enjoy.